Alright guys, we're back at it. Here it is, January 5th, just about 2 o'clock. We got in here nice and early. Sorry to leave you hanging on the daily channel. I've actually been out hunting, but I hunted right here in this very spot it was the first. We had that storm blow in, had all the snow and the crazy winds, and I hunted right here, and I seen one pretty nice buck and a few does, but they were just spooky that night. They'd come in and then big gust of wind, they'd run off, so overall it was kind of a slow hunt. And then on the second, I hunted about a half a mile from here, and that was the night to be out. The wind died down and it was still only about 10 degrees, and I seen every buck out in that plot that was there except for Wolverine's the only one I didn't see. And I had an old buck came in about hour and a half probably before dark, worked in, and he fed out of range for the longest time. Finally there, the last 30 minutes, he got into range, and I got the old side hammer out. I was going to end the season on him. He was a good management buck, and I just love to manage the farm, so I took a crack at him. I don't know, I guess I shot under him. I never did figure out where I shot, but at any rate I missed him, and he's still running, so we're back at it. But we got through with all that, and we found out I sent the footage off, and we found out my audio wasn't working, so that's why those daily blogs haven't landed on the channel. So we finally got that issue fixed, and we're back out today. We're after a buck I call Lightswitch. You guys know that deer. I really have no MRI on him right now. I haven't checked cameras in at least 2 weeks, but I'm going by where he's been in years past. And when it get really cold, there's a lot of cedars up here and just a lot of cover, and he's been up here a lot in those conditions over the past couple of years. So and this wind's really howling. We got a pretty strong northwest wind, which doesn't set up too bad for this spot, except for I've got an access road right here, so that wind would carry like this. And this little farm access road right there, they do tend to walk that a lot, so our wind would probably clip that. A little worried about that, but other than that, we've got a good wind for this spot. This is one of my favorite spots on earth right here. I've got cover, like I said, basically all around it. A lot of cedars over here to the west, and all these slopes are basically east facing here, so with this westerly wind, they should be bedded on that. I would expect a lot of stuff would come from this side, so hopefully they don't make a liar out of me. But we'll sit in here about 3 hours and see how it goes. There's gotta be more coming, I bet you. Those fawns are usually the first ones to spook when it's windy like this. I notice that.
I think they were mowing all those trails. They got on that very farm road.
Oh my gosh, this is the coldest I've been all year. I'm actually shivering. I've got Max with me today. He's from the south, so I've been giving him a hard time about getting cold. Here I am freezing to death. Our hunt started out kind of slow. First hour we didn't see anything, and we finally had a little yearling buck worked in, and then it was a little while. Does started trickling in pretty good. I think we ended up seeing maybe 13 to 15 does out here in front of us, and then they all worked off. We've seen them half a mile away over there now, but anyway, I think we just saw our target buck that we're after, that Lightswitch, way across. Max got just a little bit of footage of him, I think, so we'll have to confirm that on the big screen, but I think that was our target, so chances of seeing him tonight are just not too good. Well, we got about 30 minutes left. We'll stick it out to the end if I can get Max to stay. Brutal. Man, it's cold. Well, we're down to about the last 10 minutes, guys. We just seen a really nice buck right here beside the blind. I was trying to close it out. Max spotted him. We weren't able to get any footage of him, but we've seen a good number of deer, so it's been a pretty good hunt. Nothing crazy like the other night, but we've seen plenty. These brutal temps are going to continue. I think tomorrow the high's like 8 degrees, so we're going to give her one more shot, so we'll see you guys tomorrow.